And what is it about Phoenix in the fourth quarter that just makes them so hard now in 3 straight games to figure out there?
Yeah, well, one, they're veterans. They know when to go, which is a good lesson for the league and for us to understand. There's no panic, you know. They got a great veteran team and they got a great leader and coach. And so Chris knows when to go, and he showed that again in the fourth quarter. And they just continue to play. They made shots. We had some good looks there in the fourth. They just didn't go down for us tonight.
Well, can you elaborate on what makes Chris such a, like a historically elite closer?
Time. He probably wasn't labeled that as a rookie. And it's just time, going through different, situations, being around greats, learning from them. He's a student of the game, and that's what separates him from a lot of guys, is that he studies the game. And that's what, gives him the edge. He understands when to go. He's played for a long time, he's seen everything, and that's what makes him special.
How much concern is there about Luke? I don't know if it's a neck, a shoulder, what's going on there? How much concern is there?
Yeah, I know he had a heat pack on his neck. I don't know when he got hurt or if it's a shoulder or neck. So, well, that'll be tomorrow, or what is today?
It's a good question.
Thursday and then Saturday, because they'll be off tomorrow, so we'll have more information when we practice on Saturday.
Did it look at all like it was bothering him?
No, he competes. If he's hurt, he's still going to compete. That's just who he is. He's a gladiator. He's going to fight. So he's not going to use something that happened in the game as an excuse. He competed. He put his team in a position to win. We had good looks. We just couldn't get any stops there at the stretch. And again, as you brought up, Callie, the fourth quarter we gave up 30-something points, and against the best team in the league, you just can't do that.
19 turnovers, that's a little uncharacteristic for y'all. Was that something their defense was doing, or just a little carelessness?
No, it's probably both. You got to give them credit. They use their length, and they do it well. And so we just have to take better care of the ball, and I think it's just understanding the feeling. This is a good time to use an example of this is April, May, June, when you're tired. You got to take care of the ball, and playing, with the back-to-back so fast, this is the only way. This is a good practice for us to understand what it feels to be tired. When we're tired, we got to make shots, and we got to connect the dots. And then on the other side, we got to defend. And so this is something that can help us as we go forward.
What did you see defensively in the second half, and especially the fourth quarter, giving up 35?
Let me think. End of the game you're talking about? Or?
I think I was going to say probably in the fourth quarter, you guys looked like you were giving up a few more points. Obviously,
Yeah.
Phoenix had a way to turn it on. So
Yeah, I think they made some good adjustments. For example, when Booker was coming off, he's usually starts on his left side. When he's coming off and curling, he was playing the pick and roll at first to kind of dribble. The big is kind of coming out to stop him for a little bit. And then he pulled back, and then we can get back. And in the second half, he made the adjustment, and he just kept going. And that way, the big has to kind of keep running with him. Can't really catch him, and he's already coming downhill, and then he's making a play. So that just shows how good of a player he is to make that adjustment in game. And then I think maybe the late game. The back-to-back situation got to us a little bit, legs a bit more tired. We fought and we gave everything we had out there, but that definitely is a factor in these kind of games.
How much were the 2 games and the 2 fourth quarters in Phoenix back in November an emphasis heading into this game, and how did that feel when kind of the same thing was playing out tonight?
Yeah. First 2 games we didn't have 77. And obviously that makes a huge difference. Tonight we had him, but we had them on a back-to-back. I think we a lot of things we did pretty well. I think we did miss more than usual open looks, and that always hurts. Most part of the game, defense was very solid. late game, they started running us more, I felt like, and that's when they kind of made some huge plays down the stretch and was able to get the game away from us.
What makes Chris Paul so tough in those late situations, close situations?
His IQ, number one thing, the way he sees the game. He's big time for them to play the right way. You know, they had really good guys and young guys that are good and committed to playing the right way. And then I think adding him, he just makes that team so much better with his experience and his IQ and all the other things that he does. So yeah, he's they're number one, number two in the league. They're a good team. I feel like we're right there. Especially the way we're playing lately. We're right there, and that's for us. That's in our hands to prove that we're up to that level, and keep playing this way that we have been playing lately.
You guys, this is just your second loss this month. Obviously, the defense is really ratcheted up. Has the perception of your own team changed? The way you look at the ceiling for this team, has that changed?
Definitely, I think it's like a swag thing, It's like we have the same guys, we have the same, but if you start building something and the internal confidence kind of keeps growing, you develop a little more sauce, you know what I mean? And I think we're on our way to that. We kind of have moments like that. For example, in the bubble, we felt that way kind of, and now I feel like we're building towards that again, and that's pretty cool. That's like a cool feeling of being part of a winning team, and I feel like that's where we're heading right now.
Kevin?
KB, Jason said that you guys can learn from a game like this as far as the back-to-back and being, with tired legs and dealing with that. What do you take as far as a learning lesson from this game that can help you guys build on this, even though it was a loss tonight?
The good moments that we had in the game. We felt like in the first half, if we were getting back and playing 5-on-5 defense, they had a tougher time to score on us than if they ran us. And so we had to take good shots and make sure we get back on those good shots and not force anything. And that way we could play 5-on-5 defense where we feel like we're pretty good. So I think those are the things we have to take away from this game. And yeah, just on to the next one. This is a loss for us, but definitely many things that we can take away that are positive.
Come with Spanish, Ariana.
Hola, KP, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, buenas, ¿qué tal?
Buenas noches. Me da curiosidad saber cómo se preparan para enfrentarse a uno de los mejores equipos de la liga, sobre todo como ellos en casa de las demás personas han logrado solamente perder 4 veces. Entonces, la preparación que ustedes hacen previo a enfrentarse a un equipo de este nivel, y qué falla en ese último cuarto, que pierden esa fuerza y que también se generan esas pérdidas de la pelota. Básicamente, cómo se preparan para un juego de esta calidad de equipo y qué es lo que falla para no poder concretar.
Sabíamos que iba a ser uno de los mejores equipos de la liga. Son un equipo con experiencia, con talento, y lo tienen todo, por eso están donde están. Sabíamos que iba a ser un partido duro para nosotros, sobre todo en un back-to-back. Pero yo creo que hemos estado ahí peleando con ellos durante todo el partido casi. Yo creo que lo que nos falló un poco fue la energía al final, que nos faltaban un poco de piernas en los dos lados. Y bueno, a seguir trabajando nuestro juego y a seguir trabajando físicamente para llegar a estar mejor cada partido y sobre todo a llegar a nuestro objetivo, meternos en playoff y estar en nuestra mejor forma ahí.
All right, thanks. Kelly, go ahead.
Hey, Luka, is it your neck, shoulder?
It's my neck, it's the spine. When I fall down, like my head bumped back a little bit, so it's pretty sore right now.
Okay, is that, I remember you had some sort of like neck thing in the playoffs where you couldn't turn your head.
Yeah, it's a little bit, when I turn, you know, you look funny. Now you can turn, you turn like this.
Among looking funny also probably makes it hard to play basketball. How did you feel that affect you in the fourth quarter?
No, that's not an excuse. But you know, now we gotta treat it every day. You know, a lot of massages, so it will get better in a couple days. Yeah.
What do you remember about if it's similar to the one you had in the playoffs, what do you remember about the recovery process and like when you really felt okay?
I think it's a lot of massages and steam room. I mean, I think those things help a lot. You know, to release the pain, to release the muscle tightness, and that's what I gotta do.
But it does feel the same, and it feels the same as that one?
I think it's a little bit worse because it's the spine here. So,
Okay.
but it'll be okay in a couple days.
Do you remember how many days the one in the playoffs, where you really felt okay?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Yeah, that was too long.
Yeah.
Anything else?
How, the fourth quarter, I mean, Chris Paul obviously is a great closer. And what happened there? You guys, maybe did you run out of steam a little bit after last night?
Well, maybe a little bit, but you know, that's not an excuse. I mean, we just didn't play the way we play usually. But man, they're the best record in the league. You know, we were right there, but they executed the final minutes way better than us.
Good. KP was just in here talking about how the locker room might feel a little more swag. He used the word sauce, knowing that you guys have played really well and even played well tonight till the stretch run there. Do you sense that there's kind of that collective confidence building in the locker room, even though it's the same group you guys had a couple months ago when things were rough, but right now you're kind of finding that way?
I mean, yeah, at the end, obviously, I think especially on the defensive end, you know, we just play together as a team, you know, everybody help each other, and that's what we gotta keep building it. We got a lot of way to go still, but it's good, going good.
The rip through move you did, was that directly inspired by Chris doing that earlier?
Yeah, I saw it before, and I said I gotta do it too.
All right, let's move to Spanish, and then Jalen will be here. Pedro?
Thank you. Luka, buenas noches. Llegaban al último cuarto con una ventaja de 8 puntos. Al final, discúlpame, al final del partido Phoenix se termina llevando la victoria. ¿Crees que fue falta de ejecución de ustedes, errores, o dónde crees que falló el equipo para conseguir la victoria?
Bueno, la verdad que hemos jugado un back-to-back ahora. Creo que estamos cansados un poco, pero no puede ser eso excusa. Creo que han ejecutado los últimos minutos mucho mejor que nosotros y eso pues le ganó el partido.
Nicole?
Saludos Luca desde Puerto Rico. Este partido fue sumamente competitivo, parecía un juego de playoffs. ¿Cómo crees que esa intensidad les ayude a continuar mejorando de cara a la segunda parte de la temporada y a unos futuros playoffs?
Bueno, sí, ha sido siempre contra ellos, es un partido difícil, están jugando muy bien, tienen el mejor récord en la NBA, así que ha parecido un partido de playoff y eso nos ayuda mucho.
Just what happened in the fourth quarter, especially, you guys gave up 35, it felt like the defense slipped a little bit. Was that the tired legs, do you feel?
I don't know. These dudes always have a number late in the game, so he's got to be a credit to them. We gotta be better. 19 turnovers doesn't help either. 6 from me doesn't help either. So kind of a little bit of no, I can't speak on it.
And is that the kind of game though that you guys kind of have to get used to, comfortable in, or get used to, because I mean you're going to play a lot of teams coming up that are right there with the Suns.
Yeah, you just got to be more detail oriented throughout the game, especially down in the fourth quarter. Little things and little details can go a long way. It was you got to give them a lot of credit. They executed. They played more mistake-free in the fourth than we did, but yeah, we just got to stay just a little more disciplined.
say it's a confidence league. Are you encouraged by the, as they said, as KP said, the swag level of this team now?
Yeah, definitely is a plus for us. I think, Jesus, sorry. I think going forward for us, it's we're in a good space. We took a little step back tonight, but as long as we kind of stick together, I think we'll be in the right. I think we'll be all right.
I was gonna ask something along those same lines. Where do you most notice that improved confidence over these last 2 weeks? In what ways?
Defense. I think that's pretty evident too. Our defense has been kind of saving us, putting us in positions to be successful. Our mindset's to kind of keep teams under 100. It's a very tough thing to do in this league, but I think no matter who scores the most, or like last night when Luka had 40, I think everyone's really excited for him, but most importantly excited that we held them under 100. So as long as we keep that mindset, I think we'll be okay.
I know last year there was the defensive belt. Are there any sort of like tangible motivating factors that the coaching staff has used to kind of create this mindset?
No. They asked if we wanted to keep it, and we just said it could go either way. We could keep it or we couldn't, and then we kind of made it a priority for us to not kind of applaud ourselves for playing defense. No, it should be a thing that we do, and so I think we've really bought in on that.
All right, thanks, Jay.
Yep.
bFb will talk to you on Sunday.